Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Arena Open Murders at Karlov Manor edition. Today, we're going to be battling some best of three, trying to get to 4-match wins before any defeats. Though we can take game losses, of course, in best of three. Yeah, so I already opened the pool. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I'm pretty excited for this one, so I'll just show you some of the highlights. Mostly in these gold cards, because we have Aurelia, the Law Above, War Leader's Call, and Rakdos, and so probably going to be trying to play either white-red base with splash of black, or red-black base with a splash of white. I'm definitely going to be trying to fit all of these cards into the deck. Playing this on curve is really good, so white-red splashing black is definitely tempting, but we're going to see what we're working with here. Yeah. So, looking at our white cards, I think those cards are so much more powerful that it's almost not worth looking at the other colors. I'm just going to put in all of my good cards. I don't love Assemble the Players. It's just kind of a hard to get this to get you a huge advantage unless the game is going super long, but we can always consider it out of the sideboard. Especially if we're not, and we can always main deck it if we don't have a lot of 2-drops, but yeah. Museum Night Watch is fine. On the Job is fine, especially if we're going creature heavy. We kind of want as many creatures as possible to go with those pieces that we already showed. Make Your Move can be playable. Case, nice. Long Goodbye, a couple of Gorehounds. Analysis, Unscrupulous Agent. Just getting all those creatures in there. And, red. Similarly, just getting as many creatures and powerful spells in there. I could even play the Red Herring if I really felt like it. I'm not going to play Mass Hysteria. We have a lot of blue cards. Projector Inspector is pretty great. A couple of Sprites, a couple of this. We got the Lost in the Maze. So I think I'm pretty happy with this idea of playing. I don't really like the Mortipede, and I think Agency Coroner is medium. And then we just start looking at our gold cards. We also have this Teysa. Nice. So maybe white-black is more tempting. Wisp Drinker Vampire. Deadly Complication, Rakdos, and then our fixing is actually quite good. We're definitely playing all of these three. And then we have Escape Tunnel, which is nice. Thoroughfare can be used, Scene of the Crime, Gravestone Strider, and the Elegant Parlor. So really happy with those as fixing. So yeah, those are all the kind of main cards I want to consider. So there's a lot of options. If we just look at this, it's kind of evenly split, I guess. So we can kind of have some flexibility in how we want to do this. I think if we're just looking at like our black cards, we have a couple of Unscrupulous Agents and a Murder, Meddler, Assailant. I think black is generally just a little bit weaker and is maybe better as a splash, though. Especially because Sanguine Savior can work with white. If we played white-black, though, and splashed red, how many red cards? We'd give up on the double red card here. We give up on... Galvanize is better if it's in the early turns. If we give up on white as a main color, white could be our splash. We have the Guardian, Inside Source, Make Your Move. Yeah, I think white being the splash makes the most sense. It makes it harder to cast Teysa and War Leader's Call. Red-black. Being able to cast a turn 3... Like, being able to have Murder is nice, and Snarling Gorehound can help us set things up. Feels like we've got a decent amount of red. White-black. I like the Case. We got some removal. If we want to just play straight 3-color, could we get up to a high enough number of sources? Because this is one of all of them. This is white and red. So this mana base that it proposes here is 4, 5, 6, 7 white, 5, 6, 7 black, 4, 5, 6, 7 red, and then this is kind of a wild card. It's kind of like an 8/8/8 almost, if we have a creature in play to use this, which isn't bad. It's a little bit dicey. I'd rather just have a 2-color base, splash a 3rd, play Disciplined Magic. But it's hard. I'm going to do some thinking about this, and then I'll phone you folks back in. I'm just going to, pause the recording and then just stare at the screen for a bit. Welcome back. After some thorough staring, I am at the current conclusion that I think I'm going to splash white. And the reason for that is I really want to be able to play Case of the Burning Masks and Murder, I think. And my best like early white play is this Neighborhood Guardian, and I guess these two are both early white plays. But if I'm splashing white, both of these are fine to play in the mid game. It makes Sanguine Savior a little bit tricky to play, but you can just flip it with black mana. And then I have to go like on the job if I do that, but I think that's fine. I don't want to play the Mask Maker. Don't really want to play the Scapegoat either. Then I wouldn't play that guy. I won't play this or make your move. Or the Night Watch on the job. I could still play this guy. I can just do a relatively heavy splash. I can also splash this thing if I really want to. I'm just going to start removing cards that I don't particularly like. And this is just a fine face down card. I think an Agent also gets better in sealed, potentially. Presumed Dead. It's pretty good with the Phantom. Just comes in as a big flyer. And I don't know if I want Red Herring in sealed. Feel like I'm not going to be able to do that as well. Don't love Alley Assailant. Meddler. Could give me some value. Orangutan is dicey potentially. Lamasu, probably not necessary. I really don't like Concealed Weapon either. Toxin Analysis could be fine. Death Touch and Lifelink, especially with the Unscrupulous Agents. These just like random 1/1s. I'm not the most aggressive. I don't know if I need Presumed Dead. Just kind of mid-rangey grind Mardu stuff. I like my evasive creatures with Teysa. Chase is on, I think, is still good. Don't know if I need the Meddler. And I could cut the Wisp Drinker. How much my creature count at now? 15. I could cut this guy too. If I'm only splashing white. Oh, I don't need to cut both. Because I can always play it face down as well. One of those seems okay. Maybe I should play both. I don't love Rubble Belt Braggart. Yeah, I think I'd rather cut the Rubble Belt Braggart and just play both these. Okay, so this is going to leave me with mostly black and red and a little bit of white. Definitely a deeper splash. I have a lot of black early game, though, which is nice. Okay, so 6. I don't have that many late game mana sinks compared to what I normally would have. It's kind of weird to not just have like all these like things like these things to flip to spend my mana on. I could play them instead of Sanguine Saviors if I really felt like that was necessary. Yeah, that is tempting. Yeah, I think for now this is going to be fine. I don't know if Toxin Analysis is that great. It has some good synergies, like with the dogs or with the agents or with the skeleton or with the bystander because you throw it in front of something big. So this gives me 6, 7, 8 black sources, 4, 5, 6, 7 red sources. I think this is probably actually decent mana. I could even maybe get away with 1 less planes. And because I'll use Escape Tunnel to find it more often. 6, 7. I think I'll cut 1 planes for a swamp. Because I want to use Escape Tunnel to get a planes more often. And then I'm going to make this card the art, maybe. How does this thing play in? How many are my creatures? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 12. Yeah, I don't think that's quite good enough. I might not want the chases on, because my deck isn't necessarily always attacking. Might just want another creature. I kind of like that idea. Because I want to have as many creatures as possible so I can maximize that. Yeah, let's put in the... Let's play the Lamasu. Just get myself another flyer that gains me some life. All suspected creatures are no longer suspected. I don't really have a huge suspect theme in my deck. So that should be okay. Yeah, I think that might be better than the Phantom, but maybe I should just play the Phantom instead because it's safer. I can always cast it. I like Lamasu a lot. Yeah, I think we'll run it like this. And yeah, seems pretty reasonable. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white sources. 4, 5, 6, 7 red sources. I've got like slightly more red than white because my early game is more red focused with these two guys. But yeah, we'll see how this does, and I'll see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my content over at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patrons are those individuals who enjoy my content and decide to give back, support the channel, and help me make more videos in the future. There's a free tier over on the Patreon, so you can learn a bit more about it before deciding if you do want to join. But I do want to give a special shout out to those who do join, especially those at the credits level. It really does make a big difference and helps me make more videos. If you are enjoying my content, Patreon is the best way to support the channel and help me make more content going forward. But without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. We're on the draw. We're going to keep this. Feeling pretty good about the Aurelia. It's going to probably be able to trigger its ability. Just need to find one of my red sources. Nice. They already have 3 colors available on turn 2. That's okay. I'm going to start getting my stuff going. Giving stuff Death Touch is good against some of what they're working on too. Sure. That's kind of my combo, is this thing plus Toxin Analysis, so that's good to have. Definitely want to keep that. Oh, I see, I see. So if looking at a card, I'll get to snipe their last card. Kind of want to just trade here. Wow. That's pretty brutal for me, honestly, that they get a little bit of extra value out of that. Especially because they were missing that color. Oh well. We'll take out their planes or whatever their last spell is. This actually could work out really well for me, because then they might be cut off of all their white mana if those are the only planes. So they have a Nervous Gardener. Oh, I definitely don't need that. Huh. Kind of just want to kill Tunnel Tipster now. I'm just going to do that. I kind of want them to just attack me with both, so I can then attack with all my guys. That's unfortunate. Oh, this is Vigilance. That's good. I think I'll sacrifice this guy to draw a card. I am giving them access to more clues, though. But now if they attack me with all their guys, then I get to draw another card. And Vanifar can't attack me. Vanifar's pretty irritating, gotta be honest. No blocks. That's a good draw. I'm not going to play around them having a flyer to flip face up. Okay. So I can block this thing, give Death Touch. I'll also gain 2 life. They're still just cloaking cards from their hand. Which is fair because this thing is making them a 2/2 for no mana. I hope this works. Looks like it's going to. These might just be lands. Definitely going to sack one of these clues. Interesting. Target creature. So what I'm tempted to do is like play this, give this guy unblockable, attack with both. Play this, kill one of their, attempt to kill one of the face down guys. I think trying to kill one of the face down guys is just my play no matter what. The most recent one is more likely to be a land, or at least unable to flip face up in response. So it was a push-pull. Okay. Nice. 3, 6, 9. So I'm dead if they have +2/+0 punch. Gosh darn it. Why do they always have Ezreal? What a silly situation to find myself in. Oh my gosh. Well, that's just annoying. Look at their mana base. So I can... I don't have double white is the problem, so I can't play this plus Teysa. I think I'm gonna take this. Dang, getting punished for not having that second white source in play. Oh my gosh, that's so brutal. If I'd had that, not that I was expecting to ever really have 2 white sources in play. Okay. So I can play Teysa. They're gonna lose a life. Oh, maybe I was supposed to save that clue so I could make that extra drain happen. Great, 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 great. So I'm going to take 9. Could also attack like block like this. It might be that my only course of action is to just hope that they don't have a crazy thing to flip. Dang it. That's exactly... I was considering double blocking too. Dang it. I gave it lifelink. Yeah, I'm dead. Gosh darn it. I would have been able to stabilize if I had had a second white source in play to play the taste of that turn. It might have been that I had to go murder instead of going for Whisperingker, but I don't know how I'm beating Ezreal. Ezreal is stupid. I always... Pairing up against someone that... I mean, Ezreal being a rare is one of the things I just can't stand about this format. It's just... I lose to Ezreal every time it gets played, and there's nothing I can do ever. I mean, I could side this in, but that's not going to happen. What were their face down guys? Oh, it's a cloaked, so they don't have to show me? Okay, well, they have this guy. No. Of course, they have Fanatical. Of course, they played Ezreal with the sketchiest mana base ever. Just so stupid. Yeah, I might just run it back. This guy's really good with toxin analysis if they ever do have to block it. So are the dogs from Dog Walker. Oh, they're just letting me solve the case immediately? Okay. They must be needing lands. So now I can flip this and use this. Now I have to figure out what I want to get. Maybe Rakdos? Okay, well there's already Rakdos. Yeah, let's play this. Honestly, Plains is pretty tempting. I think I might just go Case of the Burning Masks, though. That seems pretty good as well. I know I have a lot of really good rares, but I can't cast my white spells right now. So just getting another 2 for 1. Okay. Just gonna play this nice and slow. Actually, you know, this... Yeah, because I just want to play my Lamasu this turn. If I'd known I was going to draw that Plains, I would have done this a little differently. Sure. Looks like they have a counter spell up, but if they counter this, they can't counter Rakdos next turn. Okay, deduce, sure. Hope they don't just jam Ezreal. Toxin analysis is actually pretty good against Ezreal because it can't get first strike or anything. Nice. Feels like they've been holding up like counter spells this entire time, but you know, who knows? Just gonna do this. I'm gonna play around all the counter spells. It's way too safe, probably. But now I don't think they have a. Now they probably like can't use a counter spell. If they have it, I get to play Rakdos next turn. If they do have Ezreal, I can attack into it still. Probably way too conservative to just not just play Rakdos there on empty board. Well, I guess that kind of worked out. Smallest entry, sure. Sure. Yeah, I don't really need that guy right now. Do they have 3 cards in hand? Couldn't have something good. Actually, I'm going to keep that guy. It's a spell. I don't want to draw lands here. And I'm going to be drawing a lot of cards with Rakdos, so cheap ways to like pick away at their hand is pretty good for me. Nice. Knowing that they have this is pretty good info to have. So this thing could flip. We're going to activate this, see what we shall see. Okay, we'll take Teysa. We'll make them ditch one of their cards first. I can play everything in my hand here. Attack with everything. Hope this isn't some reach creature. This is reach, but... Okay. Sure. Are they going to give +3/+3? I was kind of worried about that. Still going to play this. If they give +3/+3, it's still a trade, and I still trample over for 1. They have another combat trick? Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I get max wrecked again. What the heck am I... Oh my gosh. They did take a damage. So I'll play this. Play this. Gosh darn it. I have a 5/4 lifelink guy. Luckily, Taste is pretty good in this spot. Nice. Just gonna play this face up. Oh, this only triggers once each turn. Oh my gosh, I choked. Oh my gosh. I was wondering why I didn't get another 1/1. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. I need to just wait until their turn to do it. It would have been fine. Well, that's a great draw. So when you attack with 5 or more creatures. Yeah, I figured they had that guy. That's why I didn't attack with Teysa. Just another clue, that's fine as well. I already have one Gorehound. I'm just going to do this now. Get a 1/1. Don't need that. And then I'll get the other 1/1 next turn. Yeah, that's pretty good. That should win me the game. Oh, please don't crash on me, game. What? It just kicked me out. So that, I guess, is good, because then that means I don't go to... I was down a game technically. It was about to be 1/1. What the heck was that nonsense? Well, that's weird. Well, see you folks in the next game, I guess. Welcome to round 2, kind of? Well, this hand is great. I'm just going to start with this. Oh my gosh, that's a... I gotta ditch it, but that's sad. Jeez Louise. Well, my hand has a lot of good cards in it. I just need a good land here. Nope. Thanks, game. You love that. Dang it! Oh my gosh. Well, that's the downside of my deck. If I had slightly better mana, I'd be in a little bit better shape here. Like I could have cast this if I was just a 2-color deck. Yep. It's better than nothing, but still not ideal. Yeah, there goes Rakdos. That's fine. There's a card. I'm going to play this into Stash Skeleton. The reason I'm doing it this way is because I just want to surveil to find more lands. Gosh, that's the worst possible choice of land. So I play this, sacrifice an untapped artifact. I can actually tap an artifact. That's fine. I can tap this thing. If this hits him, I get to get Teysa into play, which is good. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to be suspected anymore. I'm going to try to block there, maybe. Yeah, I'm on the back foot here. Really hoping I just naturally draw a land here so I can get Aurelia going. Man, this game has been weird. If I can get these two out, I'm going to win, I think, because that's a lot of life every turn. No. Well, that's not great. Having to use this to get a land is sad, but that's the world we find ourselves in. Gonna go get a swamp. Yeah, definitely want to land here. No attacks. Ugh. This is such a hideous game. Yikes. Oh my gosh. Well, Teysa does have Death Touch. This was just awkward. So brutal. My mana does kind of suck, but still. I can also sack this to keep Teysa around. I'll get an extra. This is a dicey, kind of risky play I'm making. I just hope one of these guys isn't huge. I hope this is like the 3-2. That's kind of my biggest hope here. Or like the 2-1 fly or something. Okay. Okay, we are cooking. So I attack with this. Just hope they have nothing still. Ooh, that's gonna be good. Hmm. This is fine. Um, I'm gonna kill both their flyers here. Oh, I actually can win this. It's fine. Sure, what I do is this. Gonna give my guy this. Sack. This, make a 1/1. Kill this. Four. Flip my thing. I don't get to investigate, but that's fine. They murder, sure. Do I have a 2/2 ground guy or a 1/1 flyer is the question now. And now I'm at 5, so that's much better than 1. See what we shall see. If I can find my buff, my anthem effect, that'd be really good. Definitely gonna take that guy. Play the Gorehound. Play this guy. Definitely don't want that. Play this. Figure out what's going on in their hand. I think I do want that. Actually, I don't really want that. Do I want that? Not really. It is 2 surveils. Yeah, it's probably better than a random draw. Oh, perfect. It worked. Cool. I didn't want to have to do anything crazy there. I am just going to leave this land in play for now. Especially because I don't really want to shuffle this guy away, because it's a spell guaranteed. Good thing they already... So I don't want them to get Aurelia. They're going to take a kill spell, probably. Case of the Burning Mask, sure. Okay. That's a great draw. Three, 6, 10. I'm gonna just hold. So this guy can block, and I'm gonna gain 3. So they have to kill my blocker. Yes! Oh my gosh, what a win. That was a crazy one. Holy heck. Okay, so they have Fairy Snoop, Basilica Stalker, Unyielding Gatekeeper. I need to write this down. So they have Basilica, Unyielding Gate, Snoop, and then other instance they have Murder, and they also have Warden. Okay. Okay. Well, I definitely think I want this. So I guess it only kills the Warden that I saw. Oh, it's terrifying though. That Warden is huge. I was in such grim shape. Oh, it also destroys Coerce to kill. Yeah, I definitely want it then. Off the splash. I'm going to shave on a person of interest, I think. That was trippy. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should have added another planes. Look at that. My gosh, that game. My mana is so sketchy, but my cards are so powerful. Well, I have to mulligan this, I think. Yeah, this is much better. I'm gonna just ditch the thoroughfare. No, I have it. It's just a fine turn 2 play. I don't really want to draw escape tunnel. It's kind of like a way to thin my deck, I guess. So I'm just gonna ditch swamp and then go get swamp. I guess that was the literal worst one because I draw Gorehound now. This is going to be very good for me if the skeleton works. Add into that. Taste is rolling. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should just be a white-black deck if this is what white-black can do for me. Okay, they murder that, sure. They're a different color combo, it looks like. Or maybe they just haven't drawn their blue cards yet. Okay, yeah, same color combo. Sure, Fairy Snoop. A little bit out of gas here, but luckily, still got plenty of good cards in my deck. That's going to be huge damage with this. Sure. So next turn I can tutor up a really good card. Perhaps I will tutor my Anthem effect before flipping Dog Walker. Or I can flip Dog, because it'll deal 2 extra damage that way. I'll have to think about it, because I can sack my clue. I have 3, 6, 7, so I'll have enough mana to go. Use this, flip my guy, flip my other guy. And it'll deal 4 damage to them from 2 from this, 2 from this. And I'll have good attacks because they'll all be 2/2s. Okay, yeah, I am going to do that then. Because I want to be able to attack with the dogs. I considered like waiting to get the extra damage from those things, but... Okay, so I play this. Actually kind of interesting. Could get Aurelia. So if I was to get Aurelia, I'd attack with everything. It wouldn't end up quite as well for me. I think this is the best play for me. Play this. Buff up my entire team. Attack with everyone. My dogs like trade for full cards here. What did I get rid of those face down? A Granite Witness, okay. I could have, I guess. Yeah, I couldn't really activate this. Okay, well, that's not great for me. Well, that's great. Keep that on top. Tap this for mana. Okay, so I can just sack Scene of the Crime. Draw a card and go for the win here. They have one card in hand. Boom! Yes! Oh my gosh. That was intense. That was an intense battle. But we got it done. Nice. See you folks next round. Welcome to another round. An excellent hand. My opponent's mulliganed. I'm very happy with this one. Gonna lead with Scene of the Crime. Turn 2 Case is a really nice skeleton start. Okay, sure. This thing can mill them a bit. But it's not as huge of a deal in red-black. Sure. Mill a couple lands, sure. I'm just gonna get my skeleton going. Mardu Mirror. They're gonna activate it again? It's interesting because next turn I think I might just play the agent and block this if they attack with it and then force them to use it. Well, that's a great draw. That is a very good draw, actually. Gonna set me up. We'll get more information from them before we make our decision. No reason not to. So they get rid of a land. And we will keep our land. They just activate it before I even get a chance to block. Crazy. It's just madness. So they have a sweeper. Okay, I'm writing that down. Deadly Cover-Up. Oh my gosh, yeah. So we get to learn a lot about their deck. Don't want that. I might just triple block. I'll at least make them think I'm going to triple block. So they have Deadly Cover-Up and Unyielding. Unyielding Gate. Ward Sweepers get much worse when you know about them. It's still good against my deck, but... let's just see what they're going to do. They could have a combat trick. Kind of get me a little bit. Sure. So they didn't really do that much. Why is he no longer suspected? Oh, because of this guy. What a combo. That's awesome. So they also have shock. That's good to know about, so I don't want to go to 2 life. Like, I might have to chump to stay above if they make a weird attack. I'm seeing a little bit of their deck. Okay, they don't want me searching. That's fine. Make your move. Obviously, I'm hoping to draw a land to just jam this Rakdos. But I might not even need it. Torch the Witness, sure. Might as well just write down their other card I've seen. Fester Leech. I've written down every other card. Not the best 2 cards, but I got them out of the way, so that's good. Boom, got the win. Okay. That was a weird game. That Fester Leech was doing damage. Jeez. Okay, I could play this card. Them having a board wipe is interesting. Maybe I want this. If they're like removal dot deck. Lamasu's so sweet with the skeleton thing. I think we're just gonna run it back. They have a few removal spells. Could be a good chance for this, but we're just gonna try it. Run it back. We're up a game. I actually don't mind being on the draw with my deck. It's kind of an aggro deck, but the mana's sketchy, so making sure I get consistent lands is good. Ooh, if this thing can connect and I can get this thing rolling right off the bat, that's good. Tesa's so sweet. Whoa, okay. I thought they were gonna kick the ball rolling again. Gravestone Strider. This could go well for me. Hopefully they're holding up shock. Yes. What the heck was that turn? They didn't want to play the, didn't want their 1/3. I guess because they had their colors. They must have just drawn the Thoroughfare, because otherwise they would have played it on turn 2. Oh, no, they already played the Thoroughfare. Okay, so Tace is dead. Play this. Tap this. Play this. Send. So they've used their torch. They also have a gravestone strider. That's good to know about. Well, there's no chance I'm blocking that. That's a great draw. I'm going to get this guy down, and then I'll get this guy down. I don't really want this, so I'm going to ditch it. Because I can use this and get a counter on my guy, which is nice. Upside. Okay, they have a drone smith. Which isn't actually that worrisome at the moment. Next turn I can play both these guys face down and play this. Kill their drone smith, buff this guy. I don't even have to make it no longer a suspect. Oh, they're drawing a card. Are they missing land drops? Or are they digging for action? If they miss their land drop here and don't do anything, I'm definitely going to just kill their guy. I think I'm going to keep this suspected, especially if they don't do anything here. Well, that's an absurd situation. Sure. I guess I could have done that in a slightly different order. I.e., if I play this first, they can't shock. I was pretty sure they had shock too, so that was maybe bad. I guess they would have done this in response potentially. Oh, they had 2 shocks. That's okay. So I think if I had played that first, they would have still maybe done that. So I don't think it really mattered. They have 2 shocks. Now I just have to be worried about deadly cover-up. Like, I don't want to overextend into that. Like, if I just keep this guy, I'm probably pretty safe. Because I'll have so much power and toughness. Okay. Okay, that's something. I think I'm just trying to play this slow, make sure I don't get owned by a deadly cover-up. Still gonna deploy this guy though. Because now they're dead next turn if they don't do anything because this thing plus the 2 dogs. So they need to draw a land and have deadly cover-up as one of their cards, which is definitely a real decent possibility. But I don't think they had to cast the deadly cover-up before. Okay. They didn't want a 3/2 and a 1/1. Interesting. They really felt like they needed to get this rolling. Snoop. Okay. Okay, well. Yeah. I think this is still pretty good. They're going to take a lot of damage here. Putting them to 2 is pretty valuable, even though they probably have deadly cover up here. It's a nice little value play. Yeah, they have it. Put them down to 2. What are they exiling? Dog walker, sure. So they've used their deadly cover-up now. They have Snoop. Well, that's a funny draw. I guess that's one of the other reasons getting them to 2 is valuable. Go, escape tunnel. Be the hero you were meant to be. Just gonna dig for Aurelia pre-combat, might as well. Okay. Oh, we're so close. We're 1 attack away. Gosh, we're really stalling out here a little bit. Ah! This is so intense. Just gonna play this face down to give it ward 2. Might as well protect it as much as possible. Also make them confused about what it could be, whether or not to use removal on it. You have a slice from the shadows. They have 3 shocks. Wow. This is one of those spots where you hope they don't have Jetsam. But if they do, I don't think they have a way to immediately gain life. Oh, they definitely have Jetsam. They're trying to figure out what to take. What? Well, that's unfortunate. Killing that for sure. So they can't give everything lifelink. Yes! Oh my gosh. Nice win. That could have actually been a little bit troublesome. They do the thing. I don't know if they can sack the clue before their thing leaves. They both trigger on the end step. I guess they can stack the triggers how they want, so they could have probably got the 1/1. But I could get my guy unblockable, but they would have gained the life up to 3. What did they gain? Yeah, they did gain. They would have been up to 3. with a 1/1, so then they can chump block me. And I can't kill them just with that. Wow, what a win. Welcome to another round. 2-0. And shucks. I'm keeping. It's sketchy though. Well, now it's a lot better. I'm just gonna play this out, as I suspect it might get through for 6 damage if I do. Wow, they don't trade. That's crazy to me. So I do need to draw another mountain. So they don't have a 3-dropper. They would have played it first before attacking, I think. Oh, they do have one. It's weird. Very weird. What are they doing? They have a board wipe or something? Like, they wouldn't have they would trade if they had a board wipe. This guy must be like a valuable guy or something. If I draw a land and can just play Aurelia and just attack with everything, they're just dead. 4, 6. They did get drained for 3. So I think I just don't block no matter what they do here, because I'm at legitimately 20 and they have no blockers right now. Sure. That's fine. Sure. Land? Land? Land, 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 land. I don't know why they're playing their creatures post-combat. Like, they think I'm afraid of... They might have... Do they have a combat trick of some kind? Okay, not quite what I needed. I think I'm fine making a bad trade. No, I'm not. Just gonna play it patiently. This guy dominates that guy. They have all spells in hand. Okay, crowd control warden. That's terrifying if that's what they're getting rid of. I do need to draw a land here, but a lot of my spells are pretty decent. Like if I draw Teysa or something. So I'm going to just keep note. They have crowd control warden. They have 2 automatons. They have one. They have Sanguine Savior. Neighborhood Guardian. Ooh, another one of those. Further dominating these guys. Sure. a Loxodon Eavesdropper. A Killer Among Us, nice. I think we're both just kind of struggling for lands, but I'm massively far ahead on board because my 1/1s crush their 2/1s. My creatures just line up really well. And if I do draw a land, I have one of the best possible cards to have that will just absolutely crush them. Sure. Don't know why they did it with that guy. That was... Oh, they're afraid of removal. I see, I see. It's an okay land. Yeah, that's probably fine. So they used a bite down on crime. Okay, so they hit their 5th land drop. This is their big play turn. I kind of think they might have +3/+3. I want to hold back these 1/1s because they block these guys pretty well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. I can't cast that. That's funny. I still have 5 guys left to attack with next turn. And next turn I'll have toxin analysis up so these guys can attack better. They really just had nothing there. Interesting. I kind of want them to tap out. I'm kind of thinking they have combat tricks or something, but they didn't use them there. And I was tapped out, so maybe they don't. They seem to be a very methodical player. Okay, so they do have the combat trick. So I'm glad I didn't go for case. I was pretty sure they had that. They have like a punch spell or something. Okay. This is fine. So they gained a bunch of life, but that's okay. I'm going to get another spell from this. I can now cast my Toxin Analysis on defense here. Just how I wanted it to go. I'm going to do this in case I hit Rakdos. Perfect. Sure, I'll keep that on top. It's not the best card, but it's better than nothing, I think, still. And I'm going to be able to drain them again. Novice Inspector, great draw. They have Sonala. Novice. They have 2 bites. Fanatical. Yep, this is going really well for me right now. I just want to play this face down. Don't want that. That's great. Drain them. Then... now that I have another unconditional removal spell coming up, I can kill this guy. And then attack them with these guys. Okay. Boom! Got the win. They don't have any cards that they've played, at least so far, that are scary to me, so that's good. So they have crowd control. They have some stuff that can get big. So I might want this. They don't seem to have good answers to flyers, but they do have their own Sanguine Savior. But I have a few flyers, so I'm probably fine on that department. I love Unscrupulous Agent in this matchup. That card is great against them. Oh my gosh, is that good. Yeah, I could just play this as a white flip thing, but I'm not really that heavy into white to do that. I'm mostly just thinking if I want this card to deal with their big dude, but I think I'll just try to save removal if they have that guy. I think I've got a pretty good mix here. It is good against Fanatical Strength, too. It's kind of a blowout, in fact, against Fanatical Strength, because they buff their guy up huge, and then you kill it. So maybe I should bring it in against it. Also, it's good against the Bite, kind of. Because the Bite pumps their guy up. But the Bite already happens by that point. Murder's good in this matchup. Huh. Maybe I should have brought in the extra kill spell. I feel like I'm in pretty good shape for the matchup, though. Like, their scariest card for me is Crowd Control, Killer Among Us, Locks It On, Eavesdropper. Just these more expensive random green cards. And if they can get to a fast start with Neighborhood Guardian, but... I'm in pretty good shape. I mean, I saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of their cards, which is half their deck, and nothing was scary, so it's not like they have, like, I didn't see like any Aurelia type plays, or like truly devastating cards, so we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure they have something good. There's a reason they're playing these colors after all, but we'll just keep calm, and play well. That's the recipe for success. Well, this is a mulligan. Can't keep a one-lander here. They also mulligan. That's good for me. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is so good. Keep. I already have all my colors, so I don't think I need this guy. Even though it can be helpful, I think I'm just gonna... I'm gonna start with this guy because I really just want to enable the turn 3 Teysa. Perfect. Both on a mulligan, this is a really good thing to have. Dog Walker. Yeah, I'll keep Dog Walker. They get rid of a Plains. Okay, they also have a Wrench. Also not a card I'm afraid of. Oh, and they attack. Oh, that's going to be bad for them. Because they can't now double block to stop the Teysa. I actually don't think I want the second Snarling Gorehound. It's not terrible, but it's just going to be worse than the other cards I could draw here. My pool is pretty good. Oh yeah, they're still playing the Automaton. That's pretty good for me. Because Automaton is real bad. Just, it's like a complete blank against this card. They're trying to play an aggro game, and I'm just going to absolutely maul them. What green spell could they have? That's an insane attack. They have one card in hand. The only card I can think of is the card that's plus where that's the number of creatures you have, so I'm just going to chill. Well, I think we'll keep the kill spell. Especially because we can draw it. Oh, I should have stacked that differently. Oh, no, I couldn't have. I just have to make sure I don't die. Sure. I hope they play their combat trick that they had. They don't sack a wrench. I'm just Googling what the +1/+1 trick is. Because I don't remember it. No blocks. Sure. That's what they had, I guess. They have on the job. Should have done this on upkeep, maybe. Okay, I do want to draw that. Because now I'll just block and I have murder up. I can sack this if they don't go for it. Also block, just go toxic analysis. I don't really want to go for murder, but I will. Don't want that. I just want to draw land. Okay, that's a great draw. Yeah, I do want to draw that. Just want to get more black sources. And I have all the cards I need. End turn. Sack this on their turn. Peso's insane. Yeah, I don't need that guy. I just wanted to draw land still. Perfect. This entire time I'm having murder up, which is even better. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to take out one of their last spells. They did have that card. Oh my gosh, I knew it. I knew they had this card. I was playing around it. For each creature you control. Boom. I feel so smart. That was the only card that made sense in that spot. Okay, I've got him dead on board. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they're max dead. Are they dead even more with this? Yeah, they're just dead to my flyers with this one. Woo! Another win. Awesome. Well, 5th round, I guess. Because remember that we got that bonus round at the beginning. See you folks there. Welcome to the final round. Our opponent is on a mulligan. We have a totally playable hand. So let's go. Opponent being on the mulligan on the play is good for us. Our hand is a little bit slower, but, you know, our deck can definitely grind into the mid game. We're not really an aggro deck. And now we have all our colors, too. Beautiful. They're probably going to play a face-down guy here. But if they don't, I can kill it. just play my guy. Survive until Rakdos is the new plan. They'll probably kill it, but I'll get 2 cards out of the deal. If I play it when they're tapped out and can't use murder. I kind of like this guy, and I have removal, so threats are my weak point versus cards. Okay. We'll just try to snipe one of their cards. And then we have Galvanize / Toxic Analysis on the agent. Okay, so we get one of their lands. Can certainly be relevant. Oh. Gonna kill that now. Because I am worried about them flipping up like a giant guy here. Luckily I have some life gain. They have 2 cards in hand. Yup. I was worried about that. We're going to go for the toxin analysis play. It's just a little bit more efficient here. We'll make them use a removal spell. Because they probably have one that they can use on my guy. And that way they won't have it for Rakdos, depending on what it is. Yep. Sure. Whoops. That was actually okay for me. I messed it up, but it was okay for me. Because now I get the clue. I would have rather had my 2/1 lifelinker guy. I needed to wait for this to resolve. Yeah, that was a punt. Oh, I'm glad I killed that guy. Okay, so I'm definitely firmly ahead here. I've got this clue. I've got both these cases. But I'm vulnerable. I'd rather have my 2/1 lifelinker and the... I don't even know. The 1/1 plus a clue is actually pretty decent. Decent compensation. But I shouldn't have given them the option. Because... Okay, that's a great draw. Always do this pre-combat in case I hit my Aurelia. Because that would be game-winning. Not Aurelia, but still decent. Holding a land. And then if they do play a creature, I can give my guy, make him lose Suspect, which is huge, because then I can search up on my Aurelia. And then my case is going to flip here, which is huge for me. So they have Bull Rack, Clan Basher, they have Offender at large, they have Pyrotechnic, which is a 3/2. They have Murder. They have Soul. Innervation. I'm just playing around with 1 Unscrupulous Agent. Because I want to have maximum options when I do this. So pay 3, pay 2 with this. And then I can play a 3-drop or 4-drop. Don't need to get too greedy here. This card is so sweet with the cards that make you lose Suspect, because you don't have to even lose the skeleton for it to be clutch. So I kill that now. What? Yeah, I don't really want to screw with my tutor targets from this. They have make your move. This is all just so that when they have like a few cards in hand, I can do some basic logic on what it might be. Yep. Slice in the shadows. So Aurelia is very tempting. I think I'm just going to go for the War Leaders, though. Because that also kills them this turn, but it's harder to interact with. Because if they had a removal spell, for example, they would have had to kill one of my 2/2s or my 1/1, and I'd still have all this other stuff. Okay. So they have a lot of removal. We haven't seen any 2-for-1s, but we've seen lots of removal spells, a few morph, disguisers. The disguisers aren't that big, though. So this guy's kind of big. They're splashing white for something. Lots of removal. What's good against removal? I mean, this card's my kind of anti-removal tech, but it's just kind of bad. Are there any cards in my deck that are bad against them? So far, not really. I don't think so. So I think I'm just going to run it back. Toxin analysis isn't the best, but I still think it's nice to force out removal on one of my bad creatures. On the draw, I need to draw 1 land, and then I can double in Scrupulous Agent. I'm just going to mulligan. My deck is good. This is a good hand now. I can ditch. Just going to ditch the Gravestone Strider. It's not a very good card. Its prime purpose in my deck is to be fixing. I'm just going to play this, get a Plains. Because the more you draw, the more you know what you want to surveil. Yeah, I don't think I want that. I don't. If I'd done that on turn 1 and needed a 2-drop, I'd do that. Currently, I just need more high impact spells, I think. They have a Gorehound. Orangutan, sure. I'll play this. It dies to a lot of the removal, but I'll trade it with their Orangutan. Sure. Ones will do well against the Gorehound. No blocks. Hopefully I draw another Disguiser this turn. Yeah, maybe I wasn't supposed to play this turn because they have 3 mana up. I don't really want to give any of their guys suspect. I guess I should have given the Gorehound suspect because he already has Menace. Treacherous General. Treacherous Greed. Leering Onlooker. Orangutan. I've had a pretty bad draw, but I have lots of good cards in my deck, so I still think I can pull this out. So what I know they have Bullrush Clan Crusher, which I have to kill. I'm just gonna... I probably messed this up a little bit, but... not giving them the chance to flip a Bullrat Clan Crusher and kill me. Dogwalker would also have been good for them. I'll attack. Literal worst timing on that one. If I'd drawn it a turn earlier, it would have been really good. The dog's coming tapped, yeah. Yeah, this is an unfortunate game. They have Dogwalker, good to know. Yep, I'm dead. Makeshift Binding. I will bring in Make Your Move. Partially because they have some enchantments to get rid of. The artifacts to kill. Blowing that up is such a savage beatdown if I have the monkey in my deck. They don't really have a lot of, like, artifacts. But if I sideboarded in this monkey and just kill their land, that's such a beatdown. And they have some flying. What would I cut? I mean, probably Gravestone Strider because they have monkey. I think I'd rather do that than Make Your Move. It's good against their 1/3 flyer. They don't have any huge guys in here. gosh. Hopefully that works out for me. That would be a really cool sideboard way to win. It's like the monkey battle. I get rid of my own target for the monkey and bring in my anti-monkey tech. I will play first. Well, we have it, so hopefully this works. They're mulliganing. Oh my gosh. If they mulligan and I kill their clue land, this game is just over. Gosh, it's all going to come down to this. I think I do play this. That's a great draw. They're missing white. They could have make your move, but they'll have to spend it next turn, and then I'll kill their guy, hit them for another 3. Rakdos is coming, which they won't have make your move for. Yeah, they have it. No, they don't? Oh, they have that. Okay. Makeshift binding. Okay. Sure. Hopefully they don't have orangutan. Man, the whole time I've been talking about this orangutan play, and it's going to get me. I'm terrified. Oh my gosh. Maybe I should have sided out this land against orangutan. Oh, that's actually good for me. Huge. They probably drew a removal spell, but they also almost certainly are gonna get me by some cards. They could sacrifice some things, but okay. Murder, sure. Play my land, because I want to be able to do everything I can off this next turn. And if they do make me discard, I can sack this in response. This card's really good. These cards are really good. They're in trouble. Sure. That's a pretty good start for me, I think. Especially because it means they can't bring this guy back. Oh, they're killing that too. Huge. They're trying to buy themselves some time. I'm glad I hit a threat here. And I will play this, and I'm going to sack my land now. I guess I technically have a second Gorehound, but they did draw this eventually, which is funny. So I can play Aurelia too. I'm coming guns blazing here. Yes! Woo! Oh! Woo! Let's go! I don't know why I'm talking like Mario all of a sudden, but let's go! Yes! Day 2. First try once again. Oh, what a thrill. Oh, what a thrill. I'm living the dream. Oh, this deck was so sweet. This deck was spicy. Mardu, Mardu, you are my hero, Mardu, yes. And with Rakdos and Aurelia and Teysa, we united underneath the flag. The law was on our side, and chaos was as well, with leadership and war leaders to call. We had lots and lots of rares, and all the people of interest were watching with plenty of cases in hand. We even had some dogs. We had some people to mark the graves. Everything was going, and we even hired someone to walk aforementioned dogs. Anyway, this was a fun one. Oh my gosh, this deck was awesome. It was a really fun build too, because I think it was a really powerful pool, and I think that monkey sideboarding was pretty good at the end there. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't think about that earlier, but yeah. Overall, let me know in the comment section how you would have built this pool. Maybe you would have included some cards I didn't, how you would have played it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did make it all the way till the end, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag Mardu in all comments, because that's what red, white, black is called. It's Mardu, so M-A-R-D-U. Pretty awesome stuff. I really hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you folks in my next video, or I'll see you folks in day 2 of the Arena Open when I post those videos. So yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you next time.